in this question, it's given that the sum of the salaries of 5 employees is $3,250. And if the question says that if the salary per employee is increased by 10% for all the 5 employees, what's the increase in the average? All right. So we know average is sum by number of items. All right. Now, if each item is increased by 10%, then we can see that the sum also will increase by 10%, right? So I think this should be clear. Let me just show you an example. Let's take it as a plus b plus c plus d plus e is equal to 5. All right. Or let's take it as s. So this is the sum. Now, if I increase each of these by 10%, a will become 1.1a, right? So if you're increasing a by 10%, that means you're adding 10% of a to a itself, right? So that's a plus 0.1a, which is equal to 1.1a. So a will become 1.1a. Similarly, b will become 1.1b, c will become 1.1c, d will become 1.1d, and e will become 1.1e. Now I can take out 1.1 out, right? Because it's there in each of these terms. So this is 1.1 into a plus b plus c plus d plus e. So you can see that when I increased each of these by 10%, the sum also is increasing by 10%, right? So this is 1.1 into sum. So the sum also increased by 10%. So let's again come back to our question over here. Now let's say we had an average earlier, some average, not telling the value. Now let me just make some space over here. Now I'm increasing the value of each of the items by 10%. So that's given in the question, right? So the new sum, the new average will be equal to new sum divided by, again, the number of items does not change, right? So the new average is equal to 1.1 into the old sum divided by the number of items, because we have seen that the new sum is 10% more than the old sum, which is 1.1 into sum. Over here you can see that the increase is actually 0.1 into sum by number of items, right? So if you are taking the difference of these two items, that would be the increase, right? So 1.1 into something minus that something. Let's say 1.1x minus x. So what's the difference? This is equal to 0.1x, where x is the average in this case, right? So the answer is 0.1 into the old average, which is sum by number of items. And the sum is nothing but 3250 and the number of items is 5. So the required answer is 0.1 into 3250 divided by 5. Now over here you can simplify this, right? This will become 650. So 0.1 into 650 gives you 65 as the answer, and that is answer option E. Now let's look at what is being tested in this question. Over here it's a question based on average, right? And the interesting thing to notice over here is if you're increasing the value of each item in a set of numbers by, let's say, 5%, then the new average will be equal to 5% more than the old average, right? So, or it will be 1.05 into the old average. So this is also a concept that we have applied in this question. Do check my website www.jacksonkailath.com to know more about my other GMAT programs, and do subscribe to this channel so that you'll get notified when I release the next video. All the best in your preparation.